Yo, this is Nova Trifecta. I am Jimmy Fedor, aka Alias, aka all of the above.
What's up? This is Big Boy Troy, aka Kendall.
And we are Nova Trifecta. We are -1. I believe Shad is somewhere getting some beauty sleep. Uh, what you think Shad really doing? What is he really doing? What is he up to?
I mean, he took a shower, probably took a shit. He might have shaved. He
Because it's
might have.
only 7:19. Shad, where you at? We need you for the pod.
I don't know that he requires a lot of sleep. I feel him though. I do feel him because that night shift does kick your ass, and you do need some more sleep. It feels like than working day shift.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know if you got 4 kids, you ain't getting sleep. I don't care what shift you're on.
Yeah. I got one, so I
So
know how
exactly.
that is. You know what I mean? I don't get no
Exactly.
sleep. Well, we are
Team
here.
no sleep, baby.
Team no sleep. Team no sleep. Well, we here to talk about the Super Bowl.
What? You said what?
The
What?
Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. A couple days late. We wanted to soak it all in. I just
Yeah.
got back from the parade down there with Tampa.
Oh, you was at the parade?
Yeah. I was in the frame. Well, y'all didn't see me in the frame, but it was right before they was carrying Brady, and he was kind of stumbling. That was me in the back. We took a
Yeah.
couple shots. So
Yeah. Also, you were hitting that avocado tequila with
avocado
Brady.
tequila, exactly, and it was
Yeah.
very, very
Okay. How
smooth.
was that?
It
Go
was
smooth.
amazing. Yeah. They said it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. All right,
Those boys are wild down there, man. Did you see
wow.
Brady throwing the trophy from
Yeah,
one boat to the?
deservedly so. Deservedly
Yes, it
so.
is.
Well, let's get right into it. Super Bowl 55, the Chiefs versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What did you think of? Okay, what did you think about um the introduction, the singers,
The what?
the singers who sung the Star Spangled Banner?
Eric Church was one of them, and what was the lady's name? I can't think of her
Jasmine
name.
Sullivan and her.
Yes, I thought it was good. I thought they done a good job. I liked it. I for one, I'm not a. I don't know. I don't. I thought it was good. I thought it. You had some people from different genres singing, and I really, I thought it was, I thought it was done very
Yeah,
well.
I thought it was a beautiful mashup. I mean, they killed it. I mean,
Yeah,
but when Jasmine Sullivan started getting in the runs, Eric kind of bagged off, and he did his thing
yeah,
too. And his
yeah,
attire was fire. I need that
yeah,
jacket.
yeah.
I need that jacket.
I, that was yeah. They look good. The chief, they call him the chief, man.
Yeah,
You know. So,
yeah.
what'd you think about the halftime show?
Well, we'll get to the we'll get to the halftime
Okay,
show.
let's not jump
Let's
ahead.
let's get into the game. Um, I had butterflies. I was excited. I could imagine how those guys feel. Um, Tampa Bay. I mean, yeah, they got the ball first, if I'm not mistaken. The
Yes, I
Chiefs had
did.
the Chiefs had defer. And what did you notice? About the game, the tone of the game, and when it started. What feeling did you have that it
I
was going?
okay, so I had this feeling I felt all week that that front four of Tampa Bay was going to dominate. I argued with guys at work. I put money on the game with guys at work, and I don't know, just that day. I don't know. That day, I was just woke up. I woke up kind of late, right there at kickoff, and turned it on. But you just saw a calm and cool, collect Brady. Like, hey, yeah, like I've been here. I'm the man. You saw his teammates believe that they were going to win. If I'm not mistaken, like there has been reports that he texted his teammates all week long and said, "We're going to win. We're going to win."
Yeah, at
Um,
11 o'clock every night.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know when. Okay, so the Chiefs kicked off. They brought the ball out. I thought it was a good, aggressive game plan from Tampa Bay. I thought, BA. I thought he said, "Hey, look, we've been talking about Andy Reid having balls all playoffs long. I'm going to show you mine now." And I thought they were aggressive. I thought they ran the ball well, and I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
what I noticed about the game when they kind of got in the thick of the game, I got a little theme for it. Run, Pat, run. That's what he was doing all night, running
If
for
I'm not
his life.
if I'm not
Russell
mistaken, he
Wilson.
run for 497 yards before he ever threw the football.
Yes,
It
and
was
scrambling
they
around.
totaled it up 497 scrambling yards total. That's insane.
Run, Pat, run. I mean, he was running
Yeah.
like Russell Wilson used to run around all the
Yeah.
time to try to make a play. Only his receivers could, and that goes to the game plan.
Yeah.
If you can get home with 4 JPP, Shaq Barrett, and Dominic and Sue, they was going
Vita
crazy.
Vea. I mean,
They was getting back there. But what I will say, Pat was buying time, run, Pat, run.
Yeah.
But his receivers couldn't get open.
No, they couldn't. And when they did get open, a couple times they dropped the ball.
2 of the most incredible, throws that you'll see from a quarterback that didn't result in a completion. Like, hit 2 dudes in the face mask, crazy.
He was laying vertical to the ground.
Yeah.
Vertically to the ground. Somehow still got that ball off and hits dude in the face mask. And the one drop I thought was more crucial than anything was Tampa Bay forced the Chiefs to punt, and that dude got a good punt off, but because of a holding, they had to repunt. All right, if you'll fast forward to third down, Travis Kelce missed the first down kick. Like, it hit him in the hands.
Mm-hmm.
It hit Travis Kelce in the hands, and he dropped it. And then that led to, like, a punt and then a repunt, and the repunt was, like, at the 37-yard line. So, you gave Brady the ball in the Super Bowl at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and Brady, I want to talk about that defense for a minute. The Todd Bowles-led defense. Like I said, they rushed 4. The receivers couldn't get open. They double Tyreek over the top. Lived with the man-to-man on Kelce. We'll take what you give us. Pat don't like to take the underneath stuff a lot.
No, he don't.
But, Kelce still had a decent day. There was garbage yards. He had 10 for
Didn't Tyreek end up? Tyreek ended up with a decent amount of yards too.
I mean, they garbage
didn't he?
yards.
Because right there at the end, he was catching stuff in the middle and getting
them empty calories. Like Kelce had 10 for $122. Tyreek had 7 receptions for like 70-some yards in garbage time. So we don't count them empty calories at the end of the game. They let them have that. For the most part, they had the clamps on them. Did Sammy Watkins play? Did McCole Hartman play? Because they was complete no-shows. But the Bucks offense.
Denard Robinson, he wasn't there.
They didn't run the ball at all. But talk about
Clyde's Edwards-Helaire. I don't know. I don't know. Hats off to Todd Bowles, that front 4, and those 2 linebackers. Those linebackers were nasty.
Yeah, that was nasty.
So, but on the other side of the ball, man, Tampa Bay, I thought that was I thought Byron Leftwich, and hats off to Byron Leftwich. I thought he called a beautiful game, and you saw vintage Tom Brady. You saw vintage Gronkowski. They did their thing, man. They did their thing.
Playoff Lenny. So,
and I was about to say, man, playoff Lenny, Fournette was just a beast. And Jones, too. And early in that game, me and you were watching that game together. Early in that game, I felt like that game could have been put out of hand a long time because, I felt like they could have really put that game out of hand because a couple times they ran the ball and then turned around and tried to get too cute with it.
Yeah, look, the in around to Scotty Miller. It was the in around to Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that, but other than that, they called the game beautifully.
Yeah.
What I liked about it is the guys that Tom Brady brought down there with him.
Yes.
Them the boys that ate in the Super Bowl. So I mean, he really needed a Gronk with 2 tutties. Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette, those are free agents.
Everybody that he brought in there, everybody that scored. Matter of fact, listen to this. Everybody that scored in the Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Bucks was not on the roster last year.
Yep.
Ryan Suckup, Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette, and Rob Gronkowski. And I think my thing was, and I even mentioned this to you, I felt like Tom Brady kind of shot the double bird to Bill Belichick.
He did.
Because he was like, look, I asked you for these guys. If you hadn't been the asshole you are, Gronk would have never retired. And then I asked you to go out on a limb and get AB. Put people around me. I'm not as good as I used to be, but I'm still good. He didn't do that. And so,
all he had to do was get him some weapons.
That's it.
Give him some credit, but that's Bill Belichick loss. That's Tampa Bay, game.
Yeah.
They played beautifully. And what I liked, this is a classic finesse meet physical team. They just out physical them. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a.
They played nasty defense and they ran the ball.
I don't think people understand what they just did to that offense. That's one of the most.
They didn't score.
That's one of the most high-power offenses of all time. And so, they did a number. I ain't seen a shellacking like this since old Peyton got jammed up in the Super Bowl against the Legion of Boom. I know.
Yeah, exactly.
That Denver defense was crazy with Cam. When the Tampa Bay was in the Super Bowl the last time.
I've not seen like you said. I've not seen somebody get after the quarterback like Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware in the front four of the Broncos got after Cam that year.
Exactly.
Every time Pat tried to drop back, it was just they were in their face. And Todd Bowles, he likes to blitz a lot. He's a big time blitzer, and he was able to blitz a little bit, but he didn't go heavy on the blitz.
I think he blitzed 5 times. The dopest blitz that he did during the game was like a all-out corner blitz. So he blitzed both of the corners.
Yeah.
And one of the receivers was supposed to red hot, but he didn't. He kept going.
He did.
So that was a 5 blitz.
They completely flustered Kansas City. That offensive line was flustered. Pat Mahomes was flustered. The receivers didn't do what they were supposed to do. It was crazy. And you know what? I wanted to say something too. I appreciate B.A., Bruce Arians. I appreciate the staff that he put together. Have you seen his staff?
Yeah.
It was completely black guys and a couple females.
Yeah.
And that just says something right there. He's got 2 of the best coordinators in the game that are black guys, and BA's not afraid to do that. He is who he is, and I just that was so cool. I didn't realize that until a couple days ago when I seen that, and that was really cool. I just thought it was really cool.
That's real cool. Let's. What you think? Okay, what you think about the halftime show?
I thought it was pretty cool. It was the Weeknd. I like the Weeknd. I like some of his music. I don't think it was the best performance I've ever seen, but I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. It was decent. It wasn't nothing like real jumpy, but he done his thing. I liked it. What about you?
I liked it a lot. I'm gonna say I liked it a lot. I thought it was decent. I thought the set design and the set pieces, the money that he put into performance, that was dope. The lights behind them going to the field. He got him a meme out of it. When he was running through and he had the camera on his face. I seen
that hallway shot where he was in there with all the mirrors and everything, and then all the dancers. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know. You said there at church you need to get that jacket. I want one of those Weeknd jackets, man.
Weekend jacket, fire.
Yes, it was, man.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
He was decent, it was okay. Somebody that I know thinks Chris, he's better than Chris Brown, and she might be on in the next pod, so we might have it out about it.
Okay. All right.
Let a grade on the halftime show.
B.
I give it a B. I give it a B minus. I give it a B.
There you go. B minus. I was thinking about that. B minus.
Set pieces was an A though. The visual was an A.
Well, so we're at halftime now. What feeling did you have going into halftime? Because a huge play happened, a huge drive happened before halftime where Andy Reid was calling timeouts, thinking his defense was going to stop the GOAT in Tom Brady, and Tom Brady marches down. And before everybody jumps on me, in real time, that looked like a pass interference on Mike Evans. In real time, it did. The ref is right there in real time seeing that. I don't blame him for throwing that flag. In real time, it did. He threw the flag, and he probably thinks now. I'm sure if you ask him now, after he's seen the footage and everything, he probably's like, yeah, I shouldn't have threw that flag. But in real time, it did look like a pass interference on Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest is history. Like Brady and them score right there before half.
Yeah. That was a big play.
That was
a big. The game was just essentially over after that.
Yeah.
But let's give letter grades. Hold on 1 second.
Come on. We need to redo it?
No. Hopefully you guys didn't notice that punch in. But we are back and we are going to give out letter grades. Okay. I want to start with the Kansas City. I'm going to start with Kansas City. Kansas City defense. What letter grade do you give them?
Yeah, I'm going to give them an F.
Damn.
No, I'll give them a D.
Okay.
I'll give them a D.
Okay.
I'll give them a D, man. Because of who they were playing. I'll give them a D because of who they were playing.
I'm gonna give them a D plus.
I mean, they were constantly holding, man.
Yeah,
I know some of those penalties were questionable. Don't give me some of those pass interferences were questionable, but some of them were not. Man, they were holding the receivers a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a D plus. I'm gonna give it a D plus.
Yeah.
Kansas City offense. They get an F for me.
They get an F, man. They get an F. They get an F. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing good I can say about the Kansas City defense. They their secondary got ate up by penalties. They got ate up by receivers just running crisp routes. Gronk doing his thing. I'm gonna tell you what. If you're the Honey Badger, before you start talking shit, you better do something.
Yeah, I like that. I like Tom getting all up.
Oh, I did too, man. I did too. They got an F, man. They got an F. That game.
They get an F. Kansas City coaching staff.
I mean, I'll give them a D plus.
D plus. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I don't know, Juice. I mean, here's my thing. Like, you can call the perfect play, and if your team don't execute, it looks bad on you.
Well, it makes
was this a Andy Reid and Bellamy got caught with their pants down, and Spagnolia got caught with his pants down, or was this they were calling the right things, the players wasn't executing well, and Tom just was having a field day?
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna give it a D plus, and I hate to do that to Andy Reid. I really do like Andy Reid. I love Bellamy. Bellamy is, being a Dallas fan, Bellamy is who I wanted in Dallas. And Spagnolia has been known to give Brady fits, but I wonder how much played with some of the off the field stuff that Reid was having to deal with.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the Super. I understand.
It is the Super Bowl.
You got a game plan. It's in, but I mean that was in the back of his head. I mean, I bet that's why he.
I'm sure it was.
Adjust at halftime, and so like, yeah, that played a.
I still think. I mean, what could he have? I don't know. I'm trying to think what he could have done to slow down the front four of that Tampa Bay.
Nothing. I mean, barring that accident happen, I think this still happens. They didn't adjust. They get a D. They get a D minus for me because they didn't adjust. They didn't adjust. Like they just didn't adjust. They didn't do a good job. Play call and just D's. Okay. Tampa Bay defense.
Oh, that's an A plus, bro.
A plus plus. A plus plus.
A plus plus, man.
Tampa Bay's offense.
An A.
They get a B plus for me.
Okay.
I think they could have dropped 50.
Yeah,
They
you're
played
probably right.
damn
You're probably
good.
right.
But
Yeah,
I
you're
give them a
probably
B
right.
plus.
Well, here's the thing. We have never seen Tom Brady do what he did in the first half of a ball game.
Yeah.
He done his thing and put that game out of reach. And then at halftime, it was something like, hey, playoff Lenny, Ronald Jones, offensive line, do your thing.
Yeah.
They did take their foot off the gas in the second half on offense.
Mm-hmm.
On defense, it was all gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
On the offensive side of the ball, they ran the ball and controlled the line of scrimmage.
They did that. Tampa Bay's coaching staff. What do you give them?
That's an A, brother. It's an A plus, man.
A plus plus. Like that game plan, nuts. Like the defensive game plan was nuts. Ball control, protect the ball, put points on the board. They just get they did their thing, and so hats off to them. Hats off to Tom, Super Bowl MVP. Tom did his thing, and Tom is basically a force multiplier. So anywhere he goes, kind of like a LeBron James. Anywhere that they go, they're a force multiplier. Other players start playing better. It'll become a free agent destination. More players will want to come down there. And that's what happened. All the boys that he brought down there, they ate. Antonio Brown, Gronk, Leonard Fournette. And there's no telling who will get to come and take care of things with him next year. That's what I'm interested to see. Who they have coming down next year to help them out. And so
I think people is gonna I think there's a lot of dudes in the league that are gonna want to go down to Tampa Bay and play with Tom Brady and play under Bruce Arians. You just kind of see that coming.
Yeah, most definitely.
So,
I think it'd be very interesting to see. I want to see where the pieces gonna fall in the NFC. It's a lot of interesting teams over there, but I want to see where some pieces land at before I make a prediction. Calendar year, Usman has correctly predicted 3 of the 4 teams that was gonna be in championship games, starting with Miami and LA. And Initially, I picked Tampa Bay and the Chiefs, but I flipped it to the Bills, which I shouldn't. But that's what I do. Put your money.
And then, of course, you had our boys rolling from Tuscaloosa in there.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and look at the episode, but I'm pretty sure I picked Tampa Bay to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it was hard for me not to pick the Chiefs at the beginning of the year. I think overall, my hat's off to Bruce Arians and that whole coaching staff. They had some growing pains in the beginning.
They did.
Bruce was getting all over Tom's ass publicly. Yeah, and there was probably some hard conversations behind that. And I think they finally found their mojo and went on an 8-0 run. And they got the Lombardi Trophy. So the city of Tampa Bay, you may not know this, but the city of Tampa Bay has played in the Stanley Cup NHL Finals. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Tampa Bay Lightning won it. Their Buccaneers won it in the NFL. And their baseball team played and come up just a little shy of winning the World Series in Major League Baseball. It is, Titletown, USA right now.
It's popping down there in Tampa Bay.
So like Juice said, he has said from the beginning the Heat, he said from the beginning the Bucks, and he said from the beginning the Tide. So
Well, I would like to thank the NFL
hats
for
off.
A wonderful season. I think they handled the
Ah,
COVID as best as they could, moving games
yes.
around when putting people in COVID protocols and things of that nature. So I think they did a fantastic job. I actually enjoyed this season thoroughly.
Oh yeah.
I prefer NFL over college any day, but I enjoyed the season. I enjoyed the outcome. I'm a big Brady fan, so
It was awesome, man. This season was awesome. I'm saying that from an NFL fan because God knows the Cowboys sucked.
yeah.
But the fact that they got in all the games, they did what they had to do. It just, hey, I've rode Roger Goodell pretty hard about things. So I'm gonna tip my hat to him on this one. And that was awesome to be able to get all those games in, and that was an awesome season.
Okay. Well, that'll be it for football for a while until we talk off-season stuff. We want to heat it up. Last thing I'm gonna say about the NFL season is go Lions. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. Do you want to shout out your team?
Sign Dak, Jerry. What are you doing?
All right. The next thing we're going to do, we just not gonna end it right there. Super Bowl. No. We just not gonna end it right there. I want to do something interesting. I actually took this idea. Well, I ain't gonna say took it, borrowed it from the JJ Reddit podcast. So I wanted to do a draft today, and we are probably gonna start doing more drafts. So we are going to draft in honor of football our top 5 football movies. Well, it's a draft, so we'll have to see who gets what. Do you want to flip a coin to see who goes first?
Yeah, we could flip a coin, man.
Do you have a coin? I tell you what, I'll let you go first.
All right. So
first round draft pick. Who are you taking in this draft?
First, I'm gonna take Remember the Titans.
You taking Remember? Okay. You taking Remember the Titans first. Okay. I respect it. Probably the greatest. Could be the greatest of all time. I will see you Friday Night Lights.
Oh. I like that.
Great movie.
It was a great movie. If you played under the Friday Night Lights, which most of us have, that movie does hit home. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go The Replacements.
Oh.
Shane Falco, baby.
You dug in there for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, The Replacements. Okay, I am going to go with Any Given Sunday.
I knew you were gonna go there, and I was so close to doing that.
That's my favorite.
My
favorite football movie.
Yeah, it's so good. Steaming Willie Beeman.
Go ahead.
Out of Little Giants, man. I love that movie.
Oh, that's a good pick. Damn, that's a good pick. Okay, Little Giants. Okay, I'm gonna go Varsity Blues.
Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna go Varsity Blues.
Okay. All right. Man. Probably Invincible.
Oh shit! I forgot all about that. That's a good pick. That's a dark horse right there.
It is.
A dark horse.
Yeah.
You take Invincible, which is a true story, by the way.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the movie that I'm finna pick is a true story, but I think it is. But I'm gonna take Rudy with my 4th pick.
Yeah, it is. That was a good pick. Let's see. Man, I'm having to dig deep.
It's one that you leaving out. I don't know if you're gonna take it, but I'm not gonna take it.
Probably The Longest Yard.
Damn,
Baby Paul Crew.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, like the first.
Have you? Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen the original Longest Yard?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I seen my dad. Some crazy way, he was a huge Longest Yard fan of the original. He loved the original. He actually, like, it didn't make it for me to see it, but he actually had like a Mean Machine jersey at one time. Him and my mom said.
Okay.
So he had like a copy of it on VHS. And I remember watching the version that me and you know. And my dad's like, no, that's not as good as the version I'm gonna show you. He goes to his closet and digs it out.
Yeah.
And I watch it. And it was very poor quality, but it was pretty cool. Yeah. It was cool, but I told him, I was like, Dad, I like the new version.
Yeah.
The new version was awesome.
The new version was off the chain. Well, my last pick, I am going to take, and I thought you were gonna take Blindside. That's what I thought you were gonna take, and I was gonna take The Longest Yard.
Started to.
But I'm not going to take The Blind Side. Actually, I'm going to take Gridiron Gang.
Okay, yeah.
I used to fuck with the Gridiron Gang. And I feel bad. Yeah. I feel bad because I'm leaving the program off.
I was about to say, so that was like, yeah.
Yeah, we leaving some joints off. Like, we leaving some joints off.
I'm going to tell you, the program, and I'm going to tell you, Unnecessary Roughness.
That, we leaving off Radio.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually a lot of good.
No. I take it back. I'm not gonna take Gridiron Gang. I'm taking that back. I am going to take, and I'm surprised that either one of us didn't have this seated high, which we should have.
We're probably. I think I know. I knew you were about to say. I should have took Waterboy instead of Invincible.
Waterboy is definitely a first round draft pick.
Oh my god, yeah. You know what? That is there anybody that has played in more football movies and been the star than Adam Sandler?
No, Adam Sandler loves sports movies. He got plenty of basketball. He hooping in them, and he got football.
Oh yeah.
So he's a big sports head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to put them lists out and put them out into the ether and see which list is better. Those are two.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, we definitely need some feedback on that because there's probably some I'm missing. I just thought of the Brian song. You ever seen that one?
The what?
The Brian song.
Yeah, when that Brian Piccolo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was.
The Express with Ernie Davis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know. Remember, I don't know if you remember this. You might have been too young. You know, I'm old as hell. But Angels in the End Zone?
No, I don't remember Angels in the End Zone.
Okay, it was
in the outfield.
Exactly. You know, old buddy's dad died, and he didn't want to play football no more. Then all of a sudden, he decides to play football, and you know, his dad's like helping him along the way. It was not. I'm gonna say this: it was not as good as Angels in the Outfield with Danny Glover and all them in it, but it was decent, man. It was a decent Disney movie.
Yeah, we left off some joints too. We did,
man.
Jerry Maguire.
Oh, show me the money.
And We Are Marshall. We left off some joints.
Oh man, yeah. There is a lot of football movies that are based on true stories.
Two for the Money. I like that a lot. Draft Day. It's some joints. Concussion.
Yeah, Draft Day. Yeah.
Some joints.
Quote unquote story of Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Oh, we left off the one about CT and Will Smith.
No, I just said concussion.
Oh, okay. You did say concussion.
All right. Well, this is the end of the pod. We will be releasing this. Well, you guys will know when we're releasing it because it'll be out.
Yeah.
Any last words to the people?
Oh man, it's good to be back. This is only my second podcast back. It's good to be back. Now, give us your thoughts, man. Give us your thoughts on any type of social media you got. Give us your thoughts. We're going to be a little bit more active in the coming weeks on social media. Check us out on Instagram, especially, and Facebook.
Exactly. Make sure you
subscribe and like this stuff. Share it to your friends and stuff like that. Give us some ideas. Give us feedback. We want to hear from you. We want to know how we can make this better. So with that being said, Juice.
Oh yeah, we'll be coming out with a whole lot more content. A lot more reviews and things of that nature. Just on this side of entertainment, a lot more pods. So, you'll see us. We got a lot of Marvel stuff we want to talk about, a lot of Star Wars stuff we'll be talking about, a lot of movies we want to review. I'm very excited to break down this Malcolm and Marie movie. So that'll probably be the next pod that you guys see. But just stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. Let's grow together. Let's show together, baby. Nova Trifecta.
Nova Trifecta.